Please excuse the unshaven look. I've been terrible deadlines, terrible deadlines. I want to talk to you very quickly about the application software that you need to use to lay out and design magazines, what the best on the market is, etc., etc. And I know that some of you got Corel Draw. When I started in the industry, I used freehand and software like that. Quark Express. I remember when I was working with a UK group, Virgin Cosmetics in the UK. I was doing their catalogs, etc., and I was using Quark Express. So yeah, we've all been through the gauntlet of all the different types that you can use, and you know what? They've all got their pros and cons, etc., etc. But in truth, nothing beats Adobe. Adobe Photoshop, Adobe InDesign. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't have to. You should simply run by this rule to do your magazine layout, your pages layout in InDesign, Adobe InDesign, and that's in the Adobe Creative Suite, and to do all your image manipulation in Photoshop. I know that Adobe InDesign has got a lot of tools, etc., that you can use for photo manipulation and so on, but it's a bit of a waste of time. It actually irritates me. So I just use Photoshop for all my photo manipulation and so on, and then I use Adobe InDesign, which is just the best software I've ever worked with in my life, I must be honest, for the magazine design itself, etc. So just to tell you, those are the two things. Then you know what, your environment, your ecosystem, you've got to be so careful about this. If, for example, you're an Apple Mac fan like I am, and like most publishers are, etc., because of the platform offers you so much, make sure that all the people you're working with are Mac people and have Mac equipment. You know, you want that correlation. You don't want to do something in InDesign on your iMac and then your editors having a look at it on their InDesign on their Microsoft laptop. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. You get kinks in the system. You get corruption of fonts, etc., etc. Use the same platform across the board as far as your production goes. So all your editors, all your copywriters, all your production people should either be on Apple Mac or should be on PC. My advice, of course, is Mac. There's nothing better than that. I've got some divisions where I've got editors working on iMacs that we bought in 2008, and they're still doing the most incredible work on those iMacs. So it just shows you that there's actually nothing wrong with I mean, Apple is just phenomenal. And now, of course, for all our social media and that, when we go to launches and that, we use the iPhone, immediately upload to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and so on, and it works magically. Steve Jobs really did have the answers. So, just to summarize, your two main programs. Your main one that you should spend 90% of your time in is InDesign. The other 10% of your time you can spend in Photoshop manipulating your pics. And just by the way, Grammarly is spectacular. I use Grammarly for everything. I subscribe to Grammarly. I use it to check all my copy, etc. at all times. Even just the free version is spectacular. Good luck with your publishing.